But my name is Celeste. So I am a nurse, but I also have a lot of interest in like holistic and alternative medicine as well. And so I'm actually looking at going to school for that. So I'm always trying to just do new research, new information. And what I have found recently is most Americans obviously are very depleted with healthy bacteria. They no longer have a lot of healthy bacteria in their body. A lot of people know healthy bacteria is probiotics, okay? And so when we don't have that healthy bacteria, it really puts us at risk for a lot of different things. We have increased inflammation, we have chronic disease that happens, and even cancer cells. The way I think about it is our probiotics directly affect our immune system, but they also play a big role in kind of like our recycling system. So they basically take the damaged or junk-filled cell and they remove the yucky stuff, and then they replenish it and put it into an almost like healthier cell, right? They make it into a healthier cell. And so it functions better. And by doing that, we can actually help our body fight against these chronic diseases, the inflammation, and even help attack some of these cancer cells. And so it's super beneficial. And we're not going to be able to do that if we don't have good bacteria in our body. And people always ask, well, why don't we have good bacteria in our body anymore? Well, we're taking antibiotics, which are great for their purpose, but then they also have the bad side effect that they do remove some of those good bacteria. And then we're putting added sugars in, artificial sugars. I mean, everything we're eating with our diet nowadays is just depleting those even more, right? So I always say the best way we can get those back in line is to take probiotics every single day, okay? And I always tell people too that our gut is kind of like our second brain. So when we have a sluggish digestive system or when we have issues with our digestive system, it's going to affect the entire body. There is a gut-brain axis that is affected when our digestive system is out of whack. So that's why you'll even see issues with like depression and anxiety from poor gut health. So to culture it, what we've been doing is we've been culturing our own yogurt using an Instapot. And we actually use a recipe here. The main bacteria we're using in this is L. reuteri. So this is the specific strain we're using. We use this one. I'm not like affiliated with them in any way. This is just a really great one. But I always tell people too, even if you can't make your own yogurt, taking probiotics. There's tons of probiotics available at the store that you can use too. And so we just need to start getting those back into our systems, because really that's going to be our body's best way at fighting against these things. And so with the yogurt culture, it's really easy. Like I said, if you have an Instapot, you just buy these 4 ingredients. It does take about 37 hours, but you're not actively like stirring and doing things. A lot of it is just super quick. You're just letting it wait, and a lot of it is just the waiting process, and that's okay. So it's not a lot of work to actually make it, and not a lot of ingredients, which is great. I always tell people yogurt, because like being in the ER, I'd constantly get people in and I'd say, eat more probiotics, eat more probiotics. And they were like, I do, I eat yogurt from the store all the time. Yes, you do, but it also has a lot of added sugars. It has artificial sweeteners, and those things directly fight against the good bacteria. So are you really getting a lot of probiotics? Probably not, right? So it's better to culture your own yogurt or just take those probiotics either in pill form or whatever form you can find at the grocery store. But make sure they're good probiotics as well. The other thing that we're talking about today is autophagy. So this is just the body's process of reusing the old and damaged parts of the cell. And so we're basically putting our body in survival mode so that it induces this. And the best way to do that, there's other ways, but the best way to do that is through fasting. And it only takes about 18 hours of fasting to get our body in this stage where we're actually renewing some of these old damaged cells. So again, that recycling system. Also, one of the big energy producers we use is glucose in our body. And the autophagy really works directly with the glucose. Because it's going to, when we fast, it's going to decrease that glucose. So then our body can't just feed off of that glucose, so it's going to find other ways to get that energy, and that's when it's actually going against those bad cells and eating them and repurposing them. So yeah.